Welcome to 2020 Drive, 2020 Strive, 2020 High, 2025. It's a new year. Yippee! We're getting into it with new energy, new life, and of course with purpose. And I know a lot of you guys don't believe in vision boarding, New Year's resolutions. I get it like it's a new year, new me. Well, in this particular video, I'm going to be talking about how I plan my life, plan my thoughts, and plan my goals, because I'm a person who likes to write things down. I like to map it. I like to see it. I like to know where I'm going. So if you'd like to join me on this particular episode so you can find out how I do it, stay tuned. Welcome back. Gogo Moyo, and this is Sendumbeni, Season 3. Tell me something. Do you guys know the purpose of vision boarding, right? And why it was curated in a way that you have a piece of paper, buy magazines, cut out phrases, and write down all the things and put it in a particular sequence, mostly a collage, of the things that you want to achieve in the year in all the different categories of your life. But I've got something better for you. Instead of using this particular format, we're going to be doing something different today. And I want to teach you why. Because when you look at this, generally, it's very cluttered, right? It's very busy. It's very overwhelming. And until I actually put some of these pictures into context, this seems like, how am I going to achieve this? Is it even possible? Or am I ambitious, right? So we don't want that energy to flow with us in the new year, because as the year flows and you know time goes, you want to feel like you also threw hands. You also want to feel like you participated in the success of your life and how well it actually went out. So in this particular episode, I'm going to teach you a very new format of how to vision board, which covers very important key points of your life, because a lot of the times we neglect ourselves in other spaces, because we're mothers, we're homekeepers, we're employees or bosses. We are driven by our finances, our education, as well as wanting to achieve material gain. But there's more outside of that. What about our spiritual goals? What about our intellectual goals? Or even our physical goals? What do we do for fun? So let's jump into that and see this new concept, or rather this new format of how to vision board. Last year, early January, I hosted a group of people and I said, come guys, let's vision board. And boy, did they come through. Here are the pictures. Boom, 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 boom. We got to talking and we got to communicating, sharing conversations, our goals, etc. And I found that when you share a space with like-minded people, or even people of different walks of life, you do find a common thread in each other's conversations. And that is actually where the spice is, where the juice is, where the common thread is. And that's what ultimately makes you connect with the next person. I know there's one particular gent who said a quote that ended up making it to my vision board. And he said, procrastination is the arrogance of thinking God will bring this opportunity again. Drops mic, right? Because all of us assume, tomorrow, later, I'll get to it. Really? Really? Under whose guidance are you? Under whose time clock are you? Under whose supervision are you? That you feel that you have all this time, right? You have all this time to get to your goals, crush your goals, and come back and reminisce about them, and also get to celebrate them. I think a lot of us are very naive in understanding that when an opportunity comes, it's best to seize the moment as soon as you can. And that's why they say opportunity is finding you prepared. And that's ultimately what luck is. Because I can call you up tomorrow, say, hi, do you want an opportunity in this? In any industry that you're interested in. But if they find you unprepared, you will not be able to gain and win that spot. Because you're still running through your emotions. You're still figuring out if you're worthy of the position or not. Do you have the clothes to show up at work tomorrow if the day starts immediately? Do you get what I'm going with this? So with the concept of vision boarding, in my mind, I tried a vision board for all of my videos because I want to know why, when, where, and for who. Because if I can't fill in all those spots, then ultimately the video is useless. And you see with the viewer count that it didn't really land. No one really appreciated it or really got to understand what I was talking about. So know your audience, know what you're talking about, know why that information is necessary, and where you're going to shoot it, where you're going to record it, all those particular conversations. And that's just a perspective on my work as a person who provides content, right? So what about you in your own specific world, in your own specific industry, and what it is that you want to share? Tailor your life in a way that can accompany your dreams, that can motivate your energy so that you wake up in the morning. I guarantee you, if in the new year you run your thoughts and your lifestyle by wake up and do what needs to be done and don't emphasize or blow up the way you feel. We are all tired. We just come from a Musa group session, right? We've gone to see family, we've traveled, we've popped champagnes, like, I don't even know what that word is. Anyway, but so all of us are tired, but it was energy that we wanted to exert in the things that we wanted to do. Now it's time for us to reframe, re-energize, and refocus. So this is a concept that I'm going to share with you today, and I hope it works for you because it definitely worked for me. Okay, for this particular format, you're going to need to divide your paper into a grid of 9 blocks. Try be as symmetrical as possible to give each goal a good amount of space, right? So we're going to be covering all the different areas of one's life and not just where your interests lie, because we want you to have holistic growth in this particular year. And the first one that we're going to start with is your favorite photo of self, right? This is a photo where you are absolutely in love with yourself. You feel like you're glowing, you feel like you're beautiful, handsome, whatever the adjectives you want to use. And the rest of the blocks are going to be focused on your goals. So we literally now have 8 goals that we have to focus on in the new year. Starting at the very top, we're going to focus on our mindset goal, followed by relationships. Relationships don't particularly only speak to romantic, it could also be platonic. Followed by hobbies, right? Hobbies. Then spiritual goals. Spiritual goals, followed by professional goals. And then intellectual. Fitness goals, which I know I'm going to go hard in this year. Followed, lastly, it's financial goals, right? So with this here, you should be able to put a single photo in each and every one of these frames. And don't clutter it. You can write a letter to yourself at one of these stages, in one of these blocks, but try not make it too wordy that when you walk past it, you should automatically be able to see what's going on where you are. And every time you've smashed a goal, you can put a sticker on it. Some can be a professional goal. You want to get a promotion. Once you do, you can put a sticker on it if that's as far as your goals go for the particular year. Intellectual could also speak to you upskilling in work, or even going back to school and finishing that degree that you didn't get to. Fitness, everyday choices. So you never get to put a sticker on it because it's an everyday choice to wake up, hit the gym, run, walk, do those sit-ups, right? So in this particular format, it should be able to cover so many spaces of your lives that at the end of the year, it feels a bit more fulfilling than just what you did outward of yourself and into the world. So I hope you are able to gain perspective of the new format we're going to use, and I wish you the best of luck in the year. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. I hope, based on the information that I got to share with you, you feel like you know where you're going, you know where you understand where you come from, and why all of it is all important, right? Because at the end of the day, what we put into ourselves comes out. If we don't save, we won't have money to spend when it's important to spend it. When we don't look into our thoughts and become intrusive and intrinsic with our thoughts, then the things that we churn out are going to be rather reflective of that. So have yourself an amazing January, amazing New Year, and I hope to catch you on the flip side of this. Togozan.
Actually a video. Okay, 1, 2, 3, vision!